6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 58 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's Gallup on the slant. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 51 yards.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll they'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute...
Inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Sears, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sears. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Able to avoid him at the 40. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw on 3rd down. Sears. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down and a yard. On the handoff, it's Achane. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Dolphins in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time. Part they're concerned, their confidence really soaring.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Achane. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Tyreek Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Achane. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
To throw on 2nd down, Sears. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Sears. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sears. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Sears. Going deep for Walker. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the cross. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll go. H.N. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun. Sears got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ali, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Back now in Miami. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, Hill. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New York set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Sears. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Hill to return it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Here comes second down and 5. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here's second down. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's Tua. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Tua. Again, it's Achane. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua up the middle, Achane. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, back to Achane. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down.